Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Emily Haugen. A Western Wisconsin police officer was shot and killed in the line of duty Saturday night. Authorities in Glenwood City say a deputy responded to a call to check out a possible drunk driver that had crashed into a ditch. Shortly after arriving, the deputy reported shots fired. The deputy was hit and taken to a nearby hospital where he later died. The suspect was later found dead in the woods from an apparent gunshot wound. Wisconsin state officials are now investigating. And a man convicted of shooting a Linn County, Iowa deputy could face nearly a century behind bars. The judge sentenced Donahue to 92 years in prison during a hearing Friday. Earlier this year, he was convicted of several charges that included attempted murder for shooting Linn County Sheriff's Deputy William Halverson. Prosecutors say he shot Halverson 7 times during a gas station robbery in Coggin in 2021. Halverson spent several months in the hospital, but has since recovered and is back on duty.
Well, we have some good news out there. I want to draw your attention to this map, the flood advisory map. The flash flood warning that was in effect from, let's say, Wabasha County down to Winona County. That has since expired, so we have finally some much needed good news to talk about at this hour. Take a look at the radar scan right now. You can see across portions of the viewing area seeing a little bit of rain. You go farther south, you're seeing thunderstorm activity and even some severe thunderstorm warnings. That's not in our area, but it's literally just to the south of us at this time. So we're seeing a temperature right now of 70 degrees. We have mostly cloudy skies out there. It feels like 70. 71 degrees is the current temperature at the station with winds out of the east-southeast at 3 miles per hour. Another thing of good news, the river level in La Crosse is now below flood stage at 11.92 feet. Eau Claire, you're at 72 with sunny skies. Your humidity is at 55% with winds out of the south at 10 miles per hour. Other temperatures across the area, we're in the 60s and 70s, mid-70s towards Boscobel, 73 in Prairie du Chien, 68 in Sparta, 67 in Black River Falls, 70s from Eau Claire over to Ladysmith. And the next several hours, we're going to see temperatures staying in the 60s, but the rain chances are going to stay in play. Now, Emily, coming up in the first warning forecast, we're going to talk about temperatures going back into the upper 60s on the high end and then 80s.
All right, I'm excited to hear about that.
Yep.
All right, thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Tragedy in Allen, Texas, where 8 people are dead and at least 7 are injured following a shooting at a suburban outlet mall on Saturday. We do want to warn you, the following video may be disturbing to some viewers. Mike Valerio is in Allen, Texas with the latest.
Shocking and terrifying moments when a gunman opened fire on unsuspecting shoppers at an outlet mall north of Dallas Saturday afternoon. The shooting sent families and workers running for their lives.
I then saw a little boy about 4 or 5. I'm assuming it was a boy, it might have been a girl. I couldn't tell the sex. Fall out from under one of the victims. I went around the planter and grabbed him and took him away from all the bodies. I went to the third person who moaned. I knew he was alive. I felt for a pulse. There was no pulse, so I did the first chest compression. He spit up blood, and then his eyes went fixed and dilated, and I knew I'd lost him.
According to investigators, the gunman was shot and killed by an Allen police officer who was at the mall on an unrelated call. They believe the shooter was acting alone.
We are resolute in our commitment to pray for, praying and believing for the victims and their families.
Meanwhile, President Joe Biden is again urging Congress to pass legislation banning assault weapons and enacting universal background checks. In a statement on Sunday, President Biden said, quote, "Too many families have empty chairs at their dinner tables." Republican members of Congress cannot continue to meet this epidemic with a shrug. Tweeted thoughts and prayers are not enough. The attack in Allen is one of at least 199 mass shootings in the United States so far this year, according to the Gun Violence Archive.
In a statement, President Biden said such an attack is too shocking to be so familiar, adding that the U.S. has seen about 200 mass shootings already this year. Well, Governor Evers has lowered the Flagstaff staff again today, honoring fallen Wisconsin firefighters. Flags are lowered every year in May and October. The governor said flags are lowered because, quote, honoring those firefighters who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty is a responsibility we share as a state and nation. And I am proud to recognize those fallen heroes and share our deepest condolences with their families, friends, colleagues, and loved ones on those occasions throughout the year, end quote. Well, an update for Onalaska drivers. Starting tomorrow, County Highway ZM in Onalaska will be closed for construction. The La Crosse County Highway Department asks drivers to use Highway 35 as an alternate route. It'll remain closed for about a month and a half, and work is expected to wrap up by June 26th. Well, choir groups brought some spring sunshine to the community today. Viterbo University's concert choir, 9th Street Singers, and the Choral Arts Community Group performed their spring concert at the St. Rose Convent this afternoon. Joining them was a professional brass ensemble from the La Crosse Wind Symphony, but the centerpiece of the program is John Rutter's Gloria, which featured all three choirs. Coming up on News 8, a home fit for a king. We'll take a look at the castle in Wisconsin that you could check out for yourself. That's coming up later. But thousands of migrants are gathering at the border as Title 42 is set to expire. How misinformation is causing panic. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us.
Come to the circus, the biggest show. Come to the circus.
The Cardin International Circus celebrates over 60 years with the all-new Spectacular Circus. Come see the Daredevils, acrobats, aerialists, and so much more. Join us 1 hour before showtime for amazing pre-show activities. Enjoy 3 rings of fun with your family at the all-new Spectacular Circus. Get your tickets today.
Come see the Spectacular Circus, Monday, May 8th at the La Crosse Center.
Dad always said I was special, that I would do something big someday. But for a while, we were just worried about getting to tomorrow. At UW Health, we found the team that made it their mission. Not just to get me through the day, but to give me a new life and a new kidney. Now, my future is infinite. UW Health. Remarkable.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love.
And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day. All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone in Wisconsin can call, text, or chat to get connected to a trained 988 counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you're concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Thousands of migrants are gathering at the U.S.-Mexican border ahead of Thursday's expiration of Title 42. As Rafael Romo reports, misinformation is encouraging many migrants to think they can come walk right into the U.S. on Thursday, but authorities say that's not the truth.
El plan es seguir hasta la frontera.
Jofre Perez says his plan is to press on all the way to the border and beyond. He wants his own American dream. The Venezuelan migrant has already made it as far as Mexico, and returning home, he says, is not an option.
Para viajar y ya estamos acá, pues no nos podemos regresar.
We're already here and we can't go back, Perez says. We have to press on as far as we can get, as far as they let us get. As many other migrants waiting in Mexico for an opportunity to cross into the United States, legally or illegally, Perez is driven by hope and determination, but confused by the rampant misinformation about what's happening at the southern U.S. border.
Migrants like Perez are part of an expected surge prompted by the fact that Title 42, the Trump-era policy that allowed border authorities to quickly turn away certain migrants during the COVID-19 pandemic, is expiring on May 11th. Migrants like Glenda Sarmienta, who comes from Honduras, say there are many doubts in the migrant community because she's heard that the end of Title 42 means that she will be able to enter the country, while other people have told her that it will make it even more difficult to seek asylum.
U.S. officials, especially Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas, have been clear about the fact that the border will remain sealed.
The border is not open. It has not been open, and it will not be open subsequent to May 11th. And the smugglers who exploit vulnerable migrants are spreading misinformation. They are spreading false information, lies, in a way to lure vulnerable people to the southern border, and those individuals will only be returned.
Encounters between U.S. border agents and undocumented immigrants had fallen earlier this year, but have recently increased to the current level of about 7,000 per day.
No nos importa porque la verdad.
Migrants like Elton Rojas from Venezuela say they don't care if Title 42 comes to an end or not. Rojas says he's determined not to live in what he considers a dictatorship and is willing to take as many risks as necessary for a taste of freedom. Rafael Romo, CNN Atlanta.
Well, coming up on News 8, King Charles III's coronation party is in full swing this weekend. We'll take a look at the festivities coming up after the break.
Here with you as rain chances will start to pick up. Temperatures, though, will stay in the 60s throughout the evening and overnight hours, but we are going to warm up, and we'll talk about that in the first warn forecast on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Shop for a cause at Home Sleep Express. Donate $10 to help ovarian cancer research, and Home will give you 10% off any Luxuria or Thomas Cole sleep mattress, plus free shipping. Give $10, get 10% off sale prices, only at Home Sleep Express.
Hang on tight, Wisconsin, because fun just got a lot faster. It's Fast Play from the Wisconsin Lottery, an all-new style of lotto games that combine instant wins with the progressive jackpot. Playing is easy at any lottery retailer. Just print, play, and know if you're a winner instantly. The progressive jackpot starts at $10,000 and grows with each ticket sold. The share of the jackpot increases with the price of the ticket. Fast Play is available now, only at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Ubrelvy helps you fight migraine attacks. You put it all on the line. You do it all. So you bring Ubrelvy. It can quickly stop migraine in its tracks within 2 hours without worrying if it's too late or where you are.
Unlike older medicines, Ubrelvy is a pill that directly blocks a protein believed to be a cause of migraine. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie can help you save. Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
Homeworld Rugs is clearing out our warehouse. Thousands of area rugs will be sold at up to 67% off. Rugs marked down hundreds of dollars. 5x8 rugs priced from $77. Room size rugs from $147. The Rug Warehouse clearance at Homeworld Rugs.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, festivities continue across the UK a day after the historic coronation of King Charles III. Yesterday, thousands of royal fans braved the rain and cold to line the procession route. Check it out. And today, street parties were held all across the country. There's a coronation concert held on the ground of Windsor Castle, too. And of course, it's in full swing after he was crowned yesterday, but castles are not restricted to royalty. Here in Wisconsin, you can get inside of a castle at no charge pretty much any day of the week. Michelle Fiore has more.
Starting in Cudahy, it's the Dresden Castle, which looks more like a church than a castle, but that's because it was a church for nearly 100 years. Holy Family was slated to be torn down before some clever developers came in, fixed it up, and renamed it Dresden Castle.
This was a Polish Catholic church here in Cudahy, and we thought it was fitting because it was going to be demolished. Dresden Castle in Germany was almost demolished in World War II during the war. It was also rebuilt.
A little further south, a fan favorite among Wisconsin castles, it's the Mars Cheese Castle.
I think my grandfather wanted customers to feel like they were royalty. So what better way than to have a castle for them to be able to shop in and have fun.
Mars got its name from Michael Ventura's grandparents, who opened the place in 1947.
So the name Mars comes from my grandfather. His name was Mario. His wife's name was Martha. And their first son was Mario Jr., my father. So all three of them had the MAR in their name.
Wisconsin's also got a handful of other castles like White Castle. The state's one and only franchise is in Kenosha.
You seem very excited about that last one.
I love me some White Castle.
See, I was going to say the real castles are very cool, but you've got better plans, huh?
Right. I mean, you have to reserve on Valentine's Day, and you know the Crave case with like a 30-pack. Yeah.
I don't know if any of our viewers have been there before. If there's only one location in Wisconsin,
I need to find it. Where did they say where that was located?
Kenosha.
Road trip. All right, I just got into your Kenosha. So next day off, I'm taking a road trip and getting a Crave case.
All right. Well, how about the weather in La Crosse?
All right, weather in La Crosse. We do have some things to talk about. First of all, we do have a marginal risk or a 1 out of 5 for portions of the viewing area. This is for Winneshiek, Allamakee, Crawford, and Richland County, with heavy wind, hail, and vivid lightning being the main threats. Take a look here at the radar scan right now, and we'll go ahead and move the map down. I want to draw your attention to our southern zone because I want to denote one thing here, if we can get this to come up. As we move the radar scan down, you can see right there, just to the south of our viewing area, you can see some severe thunderstorm warnings, even some rotation being picked up with this system. We'll go ahead and zoom in on this, just kind of give you an idea as to what's going on. And again, this is all staying to the south of us, but a very interesting situation. Nonetheless, where we are seeing, like I said, some rotation and lots of lightning being picked up. And one thing to note with this too, we are seeing some hail with this system. You can see right here the storm tops between 30 to 35,000 feet. So again, that's not too far from us, but still out of our viewing area. Now, as we go into the next several hours, we'll see temperatures going into the 60s throughout the evening hours. We'll go to 63 by midnight. Precip chances are going to stay in play as well. So we're seeing that temperature of 70 degrees in La Crosse. It feels like 70 out there. Humidity is sitting at 64% with winds out of the east-southeast at 3 miles per hour. Here's a little bit of good news. Look at that river level. Out of flood stage. Flood stage is 12 feet. We're now at 11.92. Eau Claire, good evening to you guys. You're at 72 degrees. Humidity is at 55. The double nickels with winds out of the south at 10 miles per hour. So here's the setup. We have a stationary boundary just situated to the south of us. You can see that line of thunderstorms I was talking about. That's pushing its way through portions of Iowa. This guy right here, this is our next weather maker as we go into your Monday and Tuesday. And we'll talk about that coming up in just a couple of seconds. So when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the 50s will greet you. Low 50s towards Stanley as well as Ladysmith, 52 Eau Claire, 56 Trempealeau, 53 La Crosse. New Albany, you'll make it to 56. Same story in Lansing and Prairie du Chien. Double nickels, 55 will be the overnight low in Boscobel. So watch what happens as we go into your evening and overnight hours. That precip chance will stay in play for the most part. We'll start your Monday off with that mixture of precip and clouds. We'll start your Monday morning off with cloud cover. Then the precip chances pick up again as we go into the afternoon and evening hours. Highs on Monday, much cooler as that front pushes through. We're only talking temperatures in the low to mid 60s. So quite the contrast as compared to today. That takes us into Monday going into Tuesday. But look, here's how we get to that temperature tomorrow, 65. We'll start the day off with a temperature of 58 by the 8 o'clock hour. We'll go into the mid-60s by the afternoon and early evening hours. By 8 o'clock, we'll see that temperature of 59 degrees. Again, that precip chance will stay throughout the morning hours. Then it will dwindle down throughout the afternoon and evening hours. Now, let's talk about the first part of the work week, because here's Tuesday going into Wednesday. We're going to see another line of precip push its way through as we go into the first part of the work week. Here's Tuesday night. Here's Wednesday. You can see that line of storms starting to push its way into portions of Nebraska and Iowa, and then that will push its way up as we go into the weekend. So the details of the first one forecast for tonight: 53 degrees. Thunderstorm chances will continue. Otherwise, we'll see mostly cloudy skies. Winds will be out of the east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we help you plan your Monday, we'll see temperatures going back into the upper 50s by 8 a.m. We'll keep the rain chances in the forecast until we get to the afternoon and early evening hours. By 8 o'clock, we'll get 59 degrees. Allergy report. Wait for the sneeze. There we go. Oak, Monday and Tuesday will be on the low end. Birch and trees will be on the high end. The next 8 days, we'll see temperatures going into the 70s for Tuesday. Wednesday, 79 degrees. Thursday, 79, 80 for Friday with rain chance and thunderstorm chances for next weekend.
You know, honestly, I don't mind the rain because it makes the grass nice and green.
Yes, absolutely.
Beautiful. All right, thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Coming up in sports, here from Packers as the rookie camp comes to an end. And we've got Sunday baseball. The Brewers games finished up just moments ago, and the Twins were going for a series win over in Cleveland. Kate has the highlights after the break.
Spring is a great time to plan your next home improvement project. Call now for a free estimate on windows, doors, siding, sunrooms, decks, baths, kitchens, or flooring.
Hello, my name's Boris Gump. Chocolate? Mama always said buying a car was like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get. Me and Jenny, we buy all our cars at Sleepy Hollow. They got new cars and used cars, a body shop, parts and everything. Like me and Nate, the Sleepy Hollow serviceman, we just like peas and carrots. I'm not a smart man, but if you need a car, you should be running to Sleepy Hollow.
Come to the circus, the biggest show. Come to the circus.
The Carden International Circus celebrates over 60 years with the all-new Spectacular Circus. Come see the daredevils, acrobats, aerialists, and so much more. Join us 1 hour before showtime for amazing pre-show activities. Enjoy 3 rings of fun with your family at the all-new Spectacular Circus. Get your tickets today.
Come see the Spectacular Circus, Monday, May 8th at the La Crosse Center.
How do we decide what hotel to book? Fear not.
I got you. Choice Hotels has a hotel for every type of stay. Like a comfort with the kiddos.
Spacious.
That's what they all say. Stay twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct at choicehotels.com.
Migraine hits hard, so you hit back with Ubrelvy. You put it all on the line. 1 dose of Ubrelvy quickly stops migraine in its tracks within 2 hours.
Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
What is a hero? Not the kind from comic books and movies, saving the day. We're talking about everyday heroes. Those with a special kind of courage or ability. Those saving the day, one person at a time. The Board Store Home Improvements and News 8 Now want to find those heroes and thank them for bettering our community. Go to news8000.com, click on Features, then Hometown Heroes to nominate someone you feel is truly a hometown hero. Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
Well, we've got just over 120 days until the NFL regular season begins, and this week the NFL schedule will officially be released. Football is in full swing as the Packers rookies took over Green Bay for their rookie minicamp. Of course, the 13 players taken in the draft were there, along with 14 tryout players, 9 veteran players, and a recently signed international player. Now, everyone at the rookie camp will not necessarily make the official roster, but by getting these young players in the building, the team can see what they've got and start working on a plan for Green Bay's young future.
But it was a pretty impressive group in terms of just really everything. A lot of these guys truly do look the part, and then you watch them go out there and compete at a high level and give that great effort and energy, and so it's something to be excited about. But it's only 2 days, so.
Just getting comfortable around the facility, getting to know all the guys, getting to know the coaches, and kind of getting back into football, which I've been waiting for.
Now the team will evaluate what they've got, make some cuts, and then next up for Green Bay, there will be some organized team activities or mini camp practices scheduled for May 22nd. All right, switching gears to the baseball diamond. The Twins had first pitch early in the afternoon over in Cleveland, going for an important series win as the Guardians came into the game just 3.5 games back from Minnesota for the top spot in the AL Central. And it was Cleveland starting this game hot. 2 runners on for the oh-so-dangerous Jose Ramirez, and the slugger delivers a single into right field. 1 run comes around into score, and just like that, the Guardians start this game on top. Same inning, 2 batters later. This time it's Josh Bell coming through. He gets one into the outfield. That scores another run. Now Cleveland goes up 2-0. Twins trying to answer. Nick Gordon with the bases loaded, but he's going to ground into a 4-6-3 double play, and that will end the inning. Another opportunity with 2 on in the 7th, but Jose Miranda goes down on strikes, and that pretty much sums up the Twins offense. Just 1 hit today for Minnesota. As manager Rocco Baldelli said after the game, it's hard to win when you don't score runs. Twins now 19-16 on the year. Next up at home against the Padres on Tuesday. Brewers game just about finished up. They're currently in front 7-2 in the 9th inning. They got a solid outing from Adrian Hauser, who made his season debut after being out with a strained groin. Willy Adames went deep, which helped Milwaukee hopefully get the win. I'll have full highlights of this one later tonight. That's all I've got for now. We'll be right back.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
Get 11% off your next painting project now at Menards. Ultra Advanced Cedar Natural Tone Stain and Sealant is a premium wood stain that will enhance the look of exterior surfaces. A gallon of Ultra Advanced Wood Stain and Sealant is $34.49 after 11% rebate. Continue your renovations with Grand Distinction Exterior Flat Paint. It delivers beautiful colors that are built to last. Pick up a gallon today for $42.69 after 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. When your back pain is your foot's fault. This is Dean's story.
I had back pain, and I honestly didn't know where to go.
Until a friend suggested the Good Feet store.
She had to explain to me the feet are connected to the back.
And get this.
As soon as I put on those Good Feet arch supports, the pressure lifted off my back. It's like finding that missing puzzle piece. Like, yes, this is it.
Stop by for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Come to the circus, the biggest show in the circus.
The Carden International Circus celebrates over 60 years with the all-new Spectacular Circus. Come see the daredevils, acrobats, aerialists, and so much more. Join us 1 hour before showtime for amazing pre-show activities. Enjoy 3 rings of fun with your family at the all-new Spectacular Circus. Get your tickets today.
Come see the Spectacular Circus Monday, May 8th at the La Crosse Center.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone in Wisconsin can call, text, or chat to get connected to a trained 988 counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you're concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you.
And the next 8 days, we go to 65 tomorrow with a shower chance in the morning, upper 70s by the middle part of the week, 80s by Friday.
Keep the rain away.
Yes.
I don't think it's too bad. Okay, well, thank you for watching News 8.